Welcome back. Fire up the printing presses, my friends. It's time to churn out a quick $1 trillion worth of worthless paper so that we can cover up another theft run by corrupt governments and bankers. Today, European leaders agreed, yes, to a $1 trillion rescue plan. I call it the cover-up plan, on the heels of the $150 billion bailout for Greece last week. So you add $1 trillion to that. The EU and the International Monetary Fund agreeing to open up the coffers for any Eurozone countries in need of help, with the goal of avoiding a total collapse of the euro and a return to, yes, 15 currencies in that part of the world. You can think of this as a TARP bailout for Europe. That obviously turned out very well here in America, especially if you're a corrupt banker or politician looking to pick off a few $100 million or $1 billion for yourself at the expense of a nation state or maybe a few of them. And speaking of our generosity, guess who is helping to foot the bill for Europe's bailout? Thank you. We are opening our wallets to help the European allies, given that the U.S. currently supplies a fifth of all the funding at the IMF. It means that you're paying $8 billion to help Greece directly not deal with its $400 million debt problem that it was, of course, hidden away nicely by its banking friends until it emerged as a giant, scary beast that no one could pay for. Sound familiar? And then $57 billion of the rescue package approved today. You see, it's in the interest of the bankers and politicians to hide this and then give you things until they can't hide it anymore, and then they just print money. See? Add to that the Federal Reserve's promise of providing loans overseas, and Ben Bernanke's new decision to let foreign banks post collateral, they like to call it collateral, in return for printed cash. Well, you'd think we have buckets of money to hand out, as if buying trash bags full of who knows what from our own country wasn't bad enough. We are now preparing to start buying trash bags from Spain, Portugal, and Greece. See, here's a Greek one. This is a big one. It's a good, see, there's a lot of us. And honestly, the American taxpayers, great sucker, doesn't riot, doesn't vote, pays his taxes. You can steal his money. It's no problem. American taxpayer doesn't care. Just jam a little grease in your gut. You won't feel that. You might need Pepto a little bit later, but we won't talk about that. What do we got here? I guess this is Spain here. Hold on. Just don't move. No reason to get upset. Just keep paying your taxes. One more country won't hurt you, will it? I'll give you extra Pepto late night. You'll be fine. Man, stealing all that money is hard work. Of course, global markets have viewed all this with elation in the short term. Of course, global markets are run 60% of the volume is high-frequency trading by the banks, mind you. So anyway, here at home, the Dow surging hundreds of points on news of the rescue plan. Investors clearly breathing yet another a sigh of relief that, God forbid, the private sector actually have to deal with anything. Instead, the public markets or the public governments will deal with all the risk. And, well, the stock market goes up because all the risk is with the taxpayer. Never mind the little fact that no one actually has anything like the $1 trillion that's being promised. It does make you wonder why you and I still have to pay our taxes when everybody else just runs a $1 trillion printing press to bail themselves out of a given situation. Why do we have to give money to anybody?